Hi, I'm Deb, and my friends Mark and Klaudia are here with me today to share a little yoga sequence with you to help you exercise your mood. This is yoga suitable for beginners, but it is power yoga. So there's a strong alignment focus. It's breath, movement, and holding, looking for the right position that should make our bodies stronger and also help us connect into this present moment. It's a really nice way to break that pattern of being stuck in your head and coming down into your body. So I hope you enjoy the sequence. Starting in a closed knees child's pose. The hips are heavy on the heels and we reach the hands forward as wide as the shoulders, pressing into the palms. Lift the rib cage up, tuck the chin and press your forehead down. Notice how your body feels as you arrive on the mat. Focus the breath into the space at the backs and the sides of the ribs. The active press through the hands can help you lengthen the hips back over the heels. Just notice how your body feels as you arrive on the mat. Your contact points with the earth, the way the air feels on your skin. Emptying out the exhale, drawing the belly button to the spine, closing the ribs in. As we inhale, the shoulders lift up, stack over the wrists, and then we bring the knees apart just under the hips. Exhale, the tailbone tucks under, we curl back into cat. Inhale, we arch the heart through, open the throat into cow. Sending the tailbone under the belly button, in, nose to navel, exhale and curl. Taking the heart forward of the shoulders, inhale and arch. So as we arch and curl through cat and cow, we're seeing how far we can shift the heart space forward and back of the shoulder blades. And the message starts at your tailbone, lengthens through the spine all the way to your nose. Once we next exhale back into cat, inhale through to a long flat back. Tuck the toes, look to the knees, lift the hips to down dog and exhale, empty. Breath in, active press through the hands to reach the sit bones to the ceiling. Breath out as you bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. Breath in to switch, breath out, switch back. So we're walking out the dog, getting some length into the hamstrings and the calf muscles. There's a couple of different ways you can find a comfortable down dog. So inhale high up onto the toes, the balls of the feet. And as you exhale, the inner thighs spiral back and both heels melt down. Breathing in, push through the hands. Breathe out as the low ribs pull in. So we're still in our down dog, finding stillness. Find your stillness. The back of the neck needs to relax. And you might be comfortable here with your straight legs, but if that's not comfortable, make a triangle with the floor. Push through your hands, stick your tail up in the air. Beautiful. So Chandler's going to need to bend his knees softly, so try and straighten both of your legs at once. And then softly bend your knees. Stick your tail up in the air, send your heart back. Beautiful. Pyramids, down dog. As we empty out the next exhale, look to the hands and step one foot then the other up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, long spine, inhale, curl the ribs in, nose between the knees, exhale, empty. Leading with the thumbs, the hands reach up, we breathe in, pull the rib cage back as you breathe out. Look up to straight arms and fingertips, inhale, press four corners of the feet to the floor as you exhale. Try and grow another 2 inches taller, breathe in. Hinge from the hips, fall to the floor, breathe out. Halfway lift, long spine, inhale. Press into your hands and bend your knees, exhale. Inhale back to high plank, one foot then the other. And as we exhale, the knees lower down, the elbows hug in. We lower the chest and the chin with your bum in the air. Then we will inhale to lift the heart. Just hold here for a few breaths. Exhale, roll the shoulders back, press your elbows to your sides, and inhale, push through the hands, lengthen the heart a little bit higher. So we're really focusing on keeping space between the ears and the shoulders. Fill up with breath. Tuck the toes, pull the belly in and find that pyramid in downward facing dog. Exhale, empty. Inhale, active push through the hands. Exhale, relax the back of the neck, eye line between the toes, soft bend in the knees. Trying to stick your tail up to the ceiling like a happy puppy. One more full breath in here. Exhale, empty, look to the hands, step one foot then the other to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold forward, breathe out. The hands lead as we inhale up to stand. Exhale, hinge from the hips, straight back down. Halfway lift, inhale. Bend the knees, press into the hands, exhale. Inhale when you step back to high plank. Knees, chest, chin with the elbows in, low plank. Inhale, lift the heart into baby cobra. Tuck the toes, exhale back into downward dog. Breathe in as your tailbone stretches for the sky. Breathe out as you close the front ribs in. Inhaling, active, press through the hands. Relax the back of the neck as you exhale, empty. Look between the hands, step or float your feet together at the top of the mat. Step or float your feet together at the top of your mat. Good. Halfway lift, long spine, inhale. Bow the head forward, exhale, empty. Inhale to chair pose. The hands reach forward, breathe in, look up. And as we exhale, we sink down low with the ribs curling in and back. See if you can lengthen from the hips straight up to the fingertips with your inhale. Tuck the tailbone under, get low in the heels as you exhale. Little challenge, you might be able to turn the toes up to your nose as you breathe in, then hinge from the hips, bow forward, breathe out. Halfway lift, long spine, inhale. Step your left foot back on 45 degrees and exhale, empty. Good. Inhale the hands up to warrior one. Pull the soft ribs back as you exhale. Look up to your fingers, reach for the sky as you inhale. Now we want this to be a nice long lunge with the right thigh pulling back into the hip socket and the outer edge of the left foot pressing away, active. Look to the right fingertips and breathe in. Open out into warrior two and breathe out. Palms are facing down and your gaze is strong over the middle finger on your right hand. Breathe in to lengthen the reach, then breathe out to make sure your ribs are pulling back and your tailbone tucking under. Good work. Stay for one more round of breath. Empty your exhale. Keep your legs where they are, flip the palm, reverse with your inhale. And then cartwheel your hands back to the mat as you exhale, empty. Inhale, left foot forward, halfway lift. Step your right foot back on 45 and exhale, empty out. Inhale the hands up to warrior one. Exhale, pull the ribs back. Inhale, lift and lengthen up. So make sure we're low into the left knee and the outer edge of the right foot is pressing away. Connect your gaze to the middle finger on your left hand. Inhale. Open the hands out to warrior two. Exhale, empty. Inhale, long reach. Exhale, soft shoulders and deep stance. The ribs pull back over the hips. Tailbone under, belly on strong. Flip the palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, take the hands back to the mat. Now here's the challenge. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, low chaturanga. Inhale the heart forward, the shoulders back, baby cobra. Tuck the toes and exhale back into downward dog. And we're going to go through that sequence one more time, but we're going to do it fast. So a pretty quick sun salutation V. This is looking much nicer. really strong press with your hands. As you exhale empty, look to the hands, step or float your feet together at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Bow forward, breathe out. Chair pose with your inhale. The hands reach up and the hips sink low. Squeeze the knees and the ankles together. So make sure your feet are touching and your knees and ankles are together. Good. Rib cage pulls back. Lengthen the gaze up to the fingertips, and let's see if we can take our booty at least 3 more inches closer to the floor. Drop in. Find your boundary. One more full breath here. Bow forward, exhale, empty. Halfway lift, inhale. Step that left foot back on 45 degrees. Exhale, empty. Inhale the hands up to warrior 1. Exhale the arms open to warrior 2. Flip the palm, inhale, reverse. And exhale the hands back to the mat. Inhale, step forward, lift halfway. Step the right foot back on 45, exhale, empty. Sweep the hands up to warrior 1, breath in. Open the hands out to warrior 2, breath out. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior, inhale. Cartwheel the hands back to the mat and exhale. Step the left foot back, high plank, breath in. Lower down through knees, chest and chin. Exhale, empty. Inhale, heart forward, shows back. Baby cobra. Tuck the toes back, downward facing dog. Good work. Coming into our standing sequence now. Oh, I didn't move. Lengthen the right leg up to the ceiling as you inhale. Bend the knee, step it through the hands at the top of the mat as you exhale, empty. This is really hard on grass. Inhale to fingertips, draw the rib cage in, and as you exhale, press that left leg away as far as you can. Inhale the hands up to crescent lunge. As you exhale, pull the soft ribs back and tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, lift the gaze up for a balance challenge. It's challenging me a lot right now. As we exhale, slowly lower the left knee down to the floor. Untuck the toes. Look up to your right hand and exhale your left hand down to the floor just inside your right foot. Turn your right palm out, roll the shoulder back. Inhaling length from the shoulders all the way to the fingertips, trying to find one straight line of energy. The left knee is now driving forward, left hip driving forward, right thigh bone pulling back into its socket, and we're twisting through the spine. One more full inhale here, and exhale the right hand down to the ground outside the right foot. Tuck the toes on the left leg, press the heel away, inhale, pull the belly in, the rib cage back, exhale, empty. Hands stretch back up to crescent lunge, inhale, and we open out to warrior 2 as we exhale. Inhale your left arm overhead, your right elbow to the top of the thigh. Press down the outer edge of your left foot. Extended side angle pose. So we want the elbow to press into the top of the thigh. Just forward near the knee. Near the knee. Beautiful. And the arm is straight overhead with the palm facing down. Imagine that the ceiling down at the outer edge of your left foot could feed all the way through to your fingertips. As you breathe out, pull the ribs in, tuck the tailbone under. As you breathe in, lengthen the back of your neck. Take an exhale as you roll the right shoulder back away from the ear, and an inhale as you get even taller through the crown from the outer edge of the left leg. Exhale back to warrior 2. As we inhale, straighten your right leg. Take the hands to your hips and turn your right toes to face your left toes. So both toes face each other, pigeon-toed. Breathe in, lift the heart towards the sky, and breathe out to dive forward between your thighs. Find the floor with your hands. Breathe in to lengthen the hips up over the heart, and breathe out to bow the head forward and down. A couple of different options you can take with your hands here. What I'd love for you to try is to take your fingers between your big toe and your second toe, wrap them around and seal with your thumb. Yeah. So around the big toe, just around the big toe. Yeah, first two fingers in between the big toe and the second toe, thumb around the outside. And as we breathe in, we pull on the toes, the elbows press to the sides, and breathe out, curl the nose underneath us. Breathing in, draw energy up through the arches, the knees and the inner thighs. Breathing out, sealing down the outer edges of the feet. Release the toes, press the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale to lift the heart and straighten the arms. Exhale as your hands find your hip creases. Inhale all the way back up to stand, and exhale into warrior two. Long reach, inhale, soft shoulders, exhale. Reverse warrior, inhale, hands to mat, exhale. High plank, breath in. Kneeling plank, breath out. Heart forward, shoulders back, inhale. Tuck toes, downward dog, exhale, empty. Take 3 breaths just to reconnect to your practice, your body. Find a pyramid with the floor, so step your feet closer to your hands. Stick your bum straight up in the air. Perfect. As you inhale, left leg reaches up to the ceiling. Sweep it through your hands at the top of the mat and exhale, empty. Let's find as much distance between the feet as we can as we come to fingertips, and then press the right heel away. Inhale up to Crescent Lunge. Exhale, pull the rib cage back. Breath in, look to the fingertips, and breath out. Right knee comes down to the ground. Look at your left hand, breath in. Press your right hand to the ground next to your left foot, breath out. Turn your left palm away as you stretch to the fingertips and inhale. Press your right hip forward, your left hip back as you exhale. Imagine that every time you breathe in, you're filling a sponge with water, and every time you breathe out, you wring that sponge dry. Take one more full breath here, and exhale the left hand down to the outer edge of the left foot. Inhale, we tuck the right toes up. Exhale, we strengthen the belly. Inhale, back to Crescent Lunge. And exhale to warrior two. So the outer edge of the right foot presses away to take us into warrior two. Inhale the right arm overhead. Exhale the left elbow to the top of the thigh. And here we are on side angle in our second side. Draw the ribs in, tuck the tail under, lengthen from the outer edge of the right foot all the way to the fingertips, and inhale. Make sure your left knee points out over the third toe as you exhale, empty. Breath in to lengthen the back of the neck. Breath out floats us back to warrior two. Inhale, we extend that left leg. Exhale, both toes face each other, hands find the hips. Inhale, we lift the heart to the sky. Exhale, we hinge and bow down. This time, once our hands find the mat, we're going to spin them around to face our heels. So our hands turn around to face our heels. Start walking those hands away through your legs. Walk them as far away as you can with straight arms. Inhale as your tail sticks up to the sky. Exhale as you curl your nose back between your thighs. Breathe into the space across the backs of the shoulders, the extension to the fingertips, and breathe out to empty your belly completely. Start to walk your hands back. Look forward of your feet and keep the hands walking forward. Come onto your fingertips. So walk your hands all the way in front of you. For a standing back bend, turn your hands around so they face normal. Yep, and walk them forward as far as you can. Keep your hips back over your ankles, so push your bum back where it was. Inhale to send the heart forward to the thumbs, and exhale to dive the heart down between the shoulders. So we feel the collarbones expanding and the shoulder blades contracting towards the center of the spine. Take another full breath in here. Empty the belly. Walk the hands back under the shoulders and inhale to press the earth away. Exhale the hands back onto the hip creases. Inhale back up to stand. Exhale, warrior two. Long reach, breath in. Soft shoulders, breath out. Reverse with your inhale. Hands to the mat, exhale. Step back to high plank. Lower through kneeling plank. Baby cobra, inhale. Downward dog and exhale. And again, we take 3 breaths here to find a good alignment in down dog, to reconnect with our long, slow inhales and exhales, and to just make sure we're aware of what we're experiencing on this mat in this moment. Empty out your exhale, soften the knees, look to the hands, and just stroll up to the top of the mat. Really important that we maintain the 2 fist distance between the feet here. Then take the first 2 fingers between the big toe and second toe on both of your feet, wrap them around and seal with your thumb. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, and exhale to melt down, curl the nose back between your knees. This is Uttanasana, intense forward fold, and in yoga, this is our primary anti-anxiety pose. You are in a closed loop with yourself. Fingers connected to feet, facing your own thighs. All you need to do is breathe and accept what's real. No one got happy from practicing yoga because their hamstrings got longer. They got happy from practicing yoga because they became more comfortable in their own skin. This pose is number 1 for that. Exhale, empty. Release your grip. Halfway lift, inhale. And then we're going to heel toe the feet apart as we exhale. So the balls of the feet are off the mat and the heels are still on the mat. Start to lower your hips back and lengthen the heart up. Press the elbows to the insides of the knees and connect your hands in prayer. So drop the bum, connect your hands in prayer, lift the heart into goddess. This is a goddess squat, primal squat. And we're going to hold this until our thighs burn and just keep breathing and being comfortable in an uncomfortable space. Inhaling to lengthen the crown to the ceiling, exhaling as we slowly lower the hips back and down towards the ground. Can I get your head more up to the sky, Chandler? Can you try and get your elbows up to your knees? Even higher, elbows on the kneecaps. Higher, higher, higher. Bum down, chest up, shoulders back. Yeah, more. Take 1 more full breath in. We're going to go bum down to the ground, knees and ankles together, and lift the feet into Shavasana. So your hands should be about shoulder height. We draw the shoulders back and down. Keep the gap between the belly and the thighs as small as we can. Now, if this is really challenging you, hold on. You can grab onto your thighs. Maybe you can breathe in and extend the legs. Maybe you need to hold on. That's fine too. Take 2 more full breaths here. Soft shoulders, relaxed face. Inhale. And slowly come down onto your back as you exhale. Bring your feet in as close as you can to your bottom. And make sure your hands are about 20 centimeters away from your hips. Press them down into the ground. As you exhale, 4 corners of your feet drive down into the mat. And as we inhale, the hips float up towards the sky. Gentle press of the knees towards the midline as we exhale, lifting the heart and the hips higher as we inhale. You can press the earth away through the shoulders, the upper arms, the forearms and the palms. Just feeding the breath, every breath in, trying to lift the hips and the ribs a little bit more close to the ceiling. 1 more big inhale. And as we exhale, we pull the ribs in, press one vertebrae at a time back down into the ground. Extend your arms out to the sides. Inhale as the knees pull into your chest. Exhale the knees over towards the left elbow, your gaze towards your right fingers. Just enjoy the twist. Should be easy. This is where we try and allow gravity to take over. We don't fight with our will. Just allow it to happen and surrender. Inhale the knees back to the center and exhale to switch sides. Knees over to the right elbow, gaze down the left fingers. We try and pull those knees up as close as we can to the arms to keep the twist in the upper back. You don't really want to twist down lumbar after this sequence. You want to stay up high above the waist. Just releasing as much tension as you can. Inhaling the knees back into the center, and as you exhale, reaching both legs out. You can let your hands come down by the sides, palms face up, and chill out for as long as you've got time for in Shavasana.